The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off play action, Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, 36 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A first down carry by Elliott. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go, here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Burrow looking to pass. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
One more.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
11 MC paint. Stop.
The give to Elliott off tackle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
11 MC. 11 MC.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Well, we're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. He's still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champ.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty. 12.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. To stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Throwing again is Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11, 90, 11, 11.
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 126 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They find some open field here. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
That's complete to Mooney. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 45 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One last throw here for Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.